Pet Shop Boys. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Nice
So,
to be here.
new album. It's out on April the 1st. Super.
Quite soon, yes.
And now, I'm listening to it, and it strikes me that because you have your different moods,
Yeah.
and this seems to be it's set to pop, and it seems happy. Is it? But you never know. Is it ironically happy, or are you actually happy?
Well, I don't think we're ever happy. But,
God forbid, Chris. God forbid.
I think it is happy, genuinely happy, by the way. It's not ironically happy. I think the
Chris so doesn't agree.
opening track is called Happiness.
I think we don't express ourselves in the music.
Okay.
I think that it's completely detached.
Even
So
I don't know what
you
that
can never
means.
tell. You can never tell what our mood is from listening to our music.
Okay. But, well, I suppose... But also, I mean, again, I'm imagining this. Does the album get darker as it goes along?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I didn't imagine that. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Chris?
No. I always thought there's light at the end of the tunnel, not darkness.
I think it does get a bit darker as it goes on.
I think it sort of
It gets no darker, it gets more intense as it goes on.
and moodier.
Yeah, moodier.
Yeah, the mood certainly.
Even slightly sexy at one point.
Oh,
Yes.
Stop it now. Stop it.
Yes. not on a Saturday morning, surely.
No. Now, annoyingly, I don't have the album with the track listing in front of me. I'm sure I did have it somewhere. Is it here
Yes,
somewhere?
you do have it.
Where
yes.
is it? No, that's All Saints. That's All
Yeah.
Saints. No, I
The
can't
producer's
see it.
coming in.
The producer's
Yeah.
coming in to rustle through bits of paper.
Yeah,
I
he's
think it's in your car.
got his press.
No, the
cuttings.
album is in my car. Yeah. That's where I was listening to it.
Okay. But we did have a list of all of the
Yeah, we did have a list of us. It doesn't matter. It's fine. They'll remember.
Will we?
So yes, you will. Because it goes. It's Happiness is the first track.
Yes.
Then it's Pop Kids.
That's it, it's very good, yes.
Now, what's the next? track?
20-something.
Is it 20-something?
20-something.
Yeah. Does it have a kind of a? There's a sort of a very. It's almost like a sample of a kind of almost like hurdy-gurdy electric.
It's not a sample, actually.
No, it's played.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it sounds almost sort of like Turkish pop or.
Well, it sounds like, actually, Latin American pop.
Oh, is that where it's from?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's... we were on tour in Latin America.
Thank you. I have, yes. Ah, yes, 20-something, track 3.
Yes, good. I wasn't wrong. Yes.
It's 4 minutes and 22 seconds long, if you
Is
want to hear
it?
it. Yeah.
That's why you need to radio edit if it's a single. So, yeah, no, it's Latin American, that sound. And also, if you go to LA, they have a radio station that plays... what they call Spanglish, Spanglish mix of music, so it's in Spanish and English, and that they play mixes and records with this kind of Latin sound, which we've always really liked.
And was that intentional? Because, I mean,
Well,
I know
we
you're big all
stumbled-
over the
well,
world, but you're very popular in Latin America.
Well, we've always loved this sound that you get on these records, and one day in the studio we stumbled across this sound. We couldn't believe our luck, really.
Oh my God, it's
we
that
were,
sound.
That's it. So we just, wrote a song around that.
Because it's sort of new for you. Like,
it is.
It really kind of hit me. I was like, oh, that's kind of a new thing for
Well,
Pet Shop
we
Boys.
try to do new things. We try not to just repeat ourselves. And no, that's not what you're meant to do. But that's
You
what
fools.
we try to do. Yes.
So now, because it is quite a high concept, this is the second album in a trilogy. Is that right?
With Stuart Price.
Yes.
It would be if we make the third.
Yeah.
Okay, but is that the plan?
It is.
It's like Listen Without Prejudice, Volume 1.
We're still waiting for Volume 2. Listen to that
So
prejudice.
there's bound to be questions. There's bound to be questions. People are like, what are we having in Volume 2?
No, it's going to be a three... it's a trilogy, so it's going to be in 3 parts. And this is the middle one, I suppose, yeah.
And when you began this, was it to do with working with Stuart Price, or was it to do with you had 3 separate sections of songs?
No, it was... in an interview, I, on the top of my head, said, we're doing a trilogy with Stuart Price. I hadn't discussed it with Chris or with Stuart, so I was a bit worried that I'd said this afterwards. But they both seemed quite happy with it. And I think we feel with Stuart we've got a very strong creative relationship, and each time we can take it a bit further, and so there will definitely be a third one.
Now, electric
Could be 4.
Could be
What would it be called then?
quartet.
Quartet, yeah.
Oh, we're on it. Yeah. Oh, we should go on Pointless together. Yeah. So
We were requested on Pointless the other week.
Oh, were you?
We were, yeah.
Oh, did they get it?
We weren't pointless, but we weren't high either.
Oh, yeah. That's well. I
Actually,
guess
I've
that's
got a
good.
screenshot of it, so I'll look later.
Yeah, I'll look you up on Twitter. I'll find it. So, Electric was the first album you did with Stuart Price.
Yes.
So, what was it, do you think, about that album that suddenly made it? You know, it was so successful. It was your most successful in what, 2 decades or something?
Something like that, yes. Yeah.
What was it? Why do you think that was the one that hit?
I think we decided to go back to our electronic roots. Over the years, you know, we did a lot of stuff with the orchestras, like the BBC Concert Orchestra, or with Trevor Horn, with a big sound, and we decided we would like to go back to the original idea of the Pet Shop Boys, which was very electronic, and very dancey. And so that's what we did with the last album. And it seemed to work. You know, the album before that was really quite downbeat, Elysium. It's a very beautiful album.
Yeah, no, it is lovely.
But sometimes I think at that point we thought we'd gone too far in that direction. We could maybe go back to the old electronic sound and recreate it. And Stuart grew up listening to our music. He's considerably younger than us, and he sort of knows what he has an idea what the Pet Shop Boys should sound like that we happen to agree with. So
that's
works.
good.
It does, yes, it works quite well.
And because you now tour, you do these big tours, is it more fun to tour music like that rather than Elysium? Chris, I'm asking
That's
Chris.
Neil.
No, I'm asking you.
No, it's your turn.
I saw a clip of Neil on... Oh, that's right, because Neil sent a clip through of Elvis Presley singing our backing track, Boys on My Mind last
Someone's
night.
done a very clever mix. They've managed to take Elvis Presley's voice off Always on My Mind and jiggle it around and put it on the Pet Shop Boys version. So
Wow.
Elvis is singing with us, and it's
It's really great. Anyway,
great.
so the clip of... I never noticed really how much stomping around the stage you do.
I'm doing very, yeah.
Because I don't really look
I
up from
do.
the keyboard, so I don't really know what's
I'm the
going
new
on.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Well, Lynn Page, the choreographer, she's got you marching up and down now, hasn't she?
Oh, she has me marching up and down. I have notes. I always know where I'm meant to be. She gets me doing bits of choreography.
And the documentary...
Did you work with Lynn Page?
I did work with Lynn Page.
When
Well,
you-
did I work with Lynn Page? She was in a room when I was in a room.
No, but you did
Look out,
Casual Fall.
Yeah, and she did do the choreography. I didn't.
we share a choreographer.
Yes, I think possibly we can say that.
I think at our level of dancing.
Yes, we can say she taught us everything we know about
Yes.
dance. Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4.
Well, no, these are your music. Anyway, Pet Shop Boys documentary. It's on Radio 2. Starts this Wednesday, and it's a 4-part series. Now, the first 2 are kind of your discography, and it's the two of you talking about all of those records. But the third one is you're not in it. It's all the people you've collaborated with.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, have you
That
heard?
was the most fun one to do.
Have you heard it yet? Have you heard it yet?
We haven't heard any of it yet.
Okay. Are you worried what the people you've collaborated, or are they on a 3-line whip?
No, we haven't. In fact, people keep saying to me, "Oh, I did you did your radio show yesterday morning with Malcolm. Very nice man, Malcolm, isn't he?" I said, "I didn't know you were doing that."
What questions were you asked?
So we'll be as interested as anyone else to hear it.
Oh, okay.
And also, it's quite nice actually because over the years we've done so many collaborations.
I know it's a really
outside of pop
eclectic
music.
mix of people.
It is, yeah. So, the person actually who said it to me was Javier de Frutos, the choreographer.
Of course,
Another
yes.
choreographer. Who
Dance is your life.
It really is. Who choreographed our ballet, The Most Incredible Thing.
Which is Sadness Wells.
So obviously that comes into it.
Yeah. And so are you planning the Super Tour yet?
We've had our first meeting with Es Devlin, who's designing it.
Who's a genius. He really
Yes,
is a genius.
so it should be good. We start at the Royal Opera House so we can do something quite specific for that stage, and then we'll be touring it after that.
So those shows, that's in July.
Yes, it is.
Yes. And then when does Super go out on the road?
Maybe in the autumn. We're still in discussions about that. But I think it might be in the autumn, and then carrying on into the early next year.
So are you saying that the one at the Royal Opera House, that's kind of the basis for what would go on the road?
Yes, It
Yeah.
is.
Oh, okay.
But as it's the Royal Opera House, there'll be some things just specific to the Royal Opera House.
Yeah, you can fly things in, can't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We want to come up from below on trapdoor things.
Oh, lovely. Yes.
Shall we use the revolving stage?
Yes, I say.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And get the Royal Opera House chorus involved and have some children with a hoop in the corner of the stage.
Perhaps you can be the creative director of this show along with us.
Oh yeah, listen, I'll do that for you.
You do choreography. so-
Yes,
yeah.
you know, me and Lynn. Yeah,
You
not a
did
problem.
something with Madonna, in fact, I seem to remember.
Oh, don't. No, we're really not going to talk about that. The shame, the shame.
They called us the pop kids, 'cause we love the pop hits and quoted the best bits. So we were the pop kids. I loved you.
And the lazy listener, of course, assumes that Neil and Chris, who are with me now, are the pop kids, but you're not.
No, we're not. The original pop kid is a friend of mine who, because it's the song says at the beginning, remember those days, the early 90s. Of course, the early 90s, we were on tour with our performance tour. But this friend of mine, who wasn't a friend then, left Birmingham, went to college in London, went to London University, and he made friends with the girl, and they used to go clubbing all the time, and everyone at college called them the pop kids. And he was telling me a story about this, and I thought, oh, good title for a song, the pop kids. And in that version, which is the reason it's called The Full Story, is it has an extra third verse where it says what they're doing now. She's a clinical biologist, and you don't often get the phrase clinical biologist in pop songs.
Thank you, Neil.
But you do in that one.
Because you wrote the music for that while you were on tour.
Well, it started when we were touring with Take That. How long ago was that now?
About 5
Anyway,
years.
but we were doing. We were doing. They were doing multiple stadium nights, so our programmer said you should take a little portable songwriting setup with you, just in case you feel like doing anything. So
Yeah.
after the shows, I'd quite often go back and just work on something before going to bed.
Can you do that? Can you do and then just go to sleep?
I can, yes.
Oh, I don't know how you can.
I don't know how you can.
I mean, there are occasions where I suddenly get an idea before I go to bed, maybe on a track we're working on, and I start in the lyrics, and there's no possibility of sleeping.
But what about after a show? When you do a big stadium show, can you go night and go to bed? You can, Chris.
Yeah.
That is weird. You've got no adrenaline in your body at all after doing a show like that.
Yeah, no, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, I like to go back to the hotel, have a hot chocolate and a ham sandwich, maybe.
Yeah.
And
We're all in the bar.
But no, but seriously, when you walk out on that stage, does your mood elevate? Does your heartbeat increase? Does anything happen to you?
well, it might do on the first one, but when it's all up and running, I actually quite like it when things go wrong, though.
Well, you can make that happen, Chris.
I could, yeah.
Oh, please don't. Not at the Royal Opera House. Please don't.
No, that gets me excited. When it's all running smoothly, it's not so
I
exciting.
like it running smoothly. Yeah.
It's good, isn't it? Because then people are seeing the proper show.
No,
Yeah.
and also you know what you're doing, and you can relax and enjoy it.
And
No, I love it when we have to walk off stage. Well, you know, there's a complete meltdown of the equipment. And,
Oh, they've got to reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We had a whole phase 2 tours ago in America. It's always because of the different voltage or something like that.
Oh yes, something blows. yeah.
And we had a whole phase and when they did that. And actually, I sort of got used to it in the end. It turned into a Madonna type of moment of talking to the audience.
Actually, we did this big show in it was Hungary, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
Was it in front
the
of
computer was
250,000
breaking, and the
people?
song kept leaping to different parts of the song, and we had no idea if we were... And apparently nobody noticed.
I thought it was great. They just thought we were doing radical mixes.
But it was nerve-wracking, though.
For you.
Yeah, I walked off the stage. Yeah.
The audience perfectly happy. Amanda in Cambridge wants to know, what's the latest news on the plans to reissue all your earlier albums?
Well, they're all mastered. Ages ago with EMI, we did the first 6 albums with extra CDs with bonus tracks and things, and we've done the following 5 albums. So that's all of our EMI albums. We're not there anymore. Going to be reissued with bonus CDs. But they're now Warner Brothers. Parlophone is now Warner
Okay.
Brothers, and Warner Brothers catalogue department is still discussing it. But I think the idea is that 3 of them are going to come out in this autumn.
Okay.
And then the rest of them early next year.
And this year is, you've been doing this for 30 years, which is an anniversary. It's a big milestone anniversary in anything, in friendship, in marriages, and in a career. Are you that self-referential, or are you noticing your 30 years? Are you acknowledging it, or it's another year?
Well, I'm not aware we are. What? No.
Did you buy him a card? Anything?
we don't do cards or presents.
We don't do cards or presents. No, I think we just realised when someone mentioned it was 30 years.
30 years since what, though?
Since Please, our first time.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could have been 30 years since, 2 years before that or something. Couldn't it?
Yes, you're right, Chris. It could.
30 years since when?
It was 30 years last year.
I mean,
something.
wasn't it 30 years since we met just a few years ago?
Yes,
so, I mean,
no,
it's always,
35
what I
years.
mean is, it's always 30 years from something.
There's always an anniversary. What he means is there's always an anniversary coming up.
This has got very deep.
And
Doctor Who fans are loving it.
it was Liza's 70th birthday.
Yes, last weekend.
Yes.
Last weekend I sent her a special little message.
I'm going to tell this because when last time Liza played in London, she gave me her mobile number, and I read on the BBC News that it was Liza's 70th birthday, and so I sent her a lovely text message, and I got an answer back 2 hours later. Answer from Liza, great, and it says, "I think you've got the wrong number." That was my answer. So I think I didn't have. I think I sent a lovely happy birthday message to Liza Minnelli to a total stranger in America.
Okay, is that because Liza gave you the wrong number?
Don't know.
In that
it was
kind of-
about 5 years ago.
In that I never want to talk to you again way.
No, I don't know.
I got a phone call once from Liza Minnelli. I got a phone call saying, you will have a call from Liza Minnelli.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, great. And on she comes, and oh, I'm doing the Royal Variety Show. Would you introduce me? So of course I will. I didn't want to do the Royal Variety Show, but of course I'll introduce you. So I called the BBC and I said, look, I've had this call from Liza Minnelli. I'm going to be, I'll introduce you. Great. Anyway, I heard nothing. I was like, that's weird. I haven't heard anything. And finally, the producer from the BBC contacted me and said, yeah, we've been in touch with Liza. She's no recollection of that phone call. So either it wasn't her, or she has no recollection of that phone call.
Maybe she's, yes, anyway.
Phone manner, very poor.
Very strange.
Yeah, she's a legend, but very bad on the phone.
She's a legend.
Very bad on the
Anyway,
phone.
happy birthday.
Which was the most exciting? Your residency at the Savoy Theatre in 1997 or headlining at Glastonbury in 2010? Nico in Liverpool.
Oh, I think Glastonbury in 2010 was.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
It was.
Now, come on. Did your little heart beat a bit faster at Glastonbury?
Well, which one was that? Was that?
That was the
We've
festival.
done it twice.
Yeah, that was
No, we've done it. We've
That
done
was
the
the
second
one-
one.
the
Yeah,
boxers, the
yeah. No,
boxers.
because we were a bit nervous because what's that?
Muse were playing.
Muse were playing on the other stage, and we thought, well, no one's going to bother to come and see us. We thought there'd be about a dozen people, and so it was such a relief to walk out and find that it was, rammed out there. So that was.
That's amazing. That must be an extraordinary feeling.
No, it was because we were headlining the other stage, and it says Muse were on, the main one, and we had 50,000 odd people watching it. It was
Wow.
and as far as you can see, it's great Glastonbury, all the flags and the whole thing.
Yeah,
It looks like the Battle of Culloden's about to take place or something, and it was a very special thing.
The new album, Super, it's out on April the 1st. The new single is The Pop Kids. You're on my chat show soon.
We are.
Yes, I don't know when, but
we are.
I'll be there. You'll be there.
We've been rehearsing.
I'll have a wash. It'll be great. Pet Shop Boys documentary starts on Wednesday at 10 p.m. on Radio 2. Thank you so much for coming to see us.
Thank you.
Yeah, great to see you.
If you'd like some more, why not check out my free download?